In this video, you will see Iman Gadzhi's advice on life and business. You should watch to the end for the best advice of your life. So step into the world of digital entrepreneurship with us as we embark on an exciting exploration of one of its trailblazers. Our video introduces you to none other than Iman Gadzhi, a dynamic and visionary figure who has left an indelible mark on the realm of online marketing. Iman's journey encapsulates the fusion of innovation, persistence, and triumph. Join us in uncovering the captivating narrative, principles, and strategies that define Iman Gadzhi's phenomenal rise to becoming an influential role model for aspiring entrepreneurs everywhere.
This too shall pass. When you're up in life, it is never as good as you imagine. And when you're down, you never think you're going to pick yourself back up. So that is why you need to remember this video is going to create future millionaires. Most people think that the reason they are not a millionaire is because of lack of energy, like they don't have enough energy or motivation to do something, or a lack of knowledge, understanding, and they think these are usually the two main reasons why. That is actually incorrect in 90% of cases. In 90% of cases, the thing that they lack is focus. So the first habit that actually made me a millionaire was turning my phone on airplane mode. Sometimes in moments of silence, I even look at my life and I go, why me? And usually I'm in that place for a few minutes until I remind myself that pressure is a privilege. And the fact that you're feeling pressure right now is a privilege because that is a good life. The wealthiest people on earth, the reason they're multi-billionaires is not because they have 100 rental units. The reason they are multi-billionaires is because they have a company that's valued at multi tens of billions, and they just take a loan out whenever they want. The best part is loans are tax-free. Now I live in Dubai, so I don't need to worry about tax anyways, but that's really how you get to the hundreds of millions. Once you get past the hard part of doing something long enough, it feels weirder not to do it than to do it. Like for me, exercise is one of those things where if I don't exercise that day, it feels weird. And it feels almost uncomfortable to me. So basically you just gotta stop making excuses, get through the first 30 days, the first 60 days, and after that it'll feel more weird not doing the thing than it does doing the thing. When I was 14, I started my business, and then when I was 16, I was getting 3-4 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, falling asleep when I went to school, building my business for me and my mom. At the time I was 17, I had employees dropped out of school, and basically 2017, 2018, 2019, all I did up until the summer of 2019, all I did was work, to the point where like I even had like best friends be like, dude, I haven't seen you in 4 months and you live 5 minutes away from me. I'm like, yeah, I'm building.
You know what? Let's take a walk. Come with me. I want to show you something. This is a Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's commonly regarded as the best car Rolls-Royce has ever made. And you know what's the saddest part about this car? Is that 99% of people will never experience what it's like to be driven in the best Rolls-Royce that's ever been made. And that's because they're stuck in this conventional mindset, but yet they want an unconventional life. And a lot of people ask me, if you were to start over again, what would you do? And the answer is nothing. Because you see, that's the wrong question to ask. The right question you should be asking is, what were you doing in year 1 that I can emulate today so that in 10 years, I too can be driven in a car like this?
I'll be honest, dressing as a man is pretty simple. You just get some good jeans, some good trousers, not too tight, not too loose. Preferably if you can get them tailored, get them tailored. A white round neck tee, a black round neck tee. You know, I would say if you're going to spend money, definitely spend money on the shoes, get some nice shoes. If you can afford a nice watch, get a nice watch. With that outfit, a person doesn't know if you have $10,000 in the bank or whether you have $10 billion in the bank account. As a man, you really don't need to scream too much with what you're wearing.
All those young millionaire kids, how did they get rich? You see, none of them got rich with accounting, law firms, dentistry, or any other conventional field. They all made it in the same industry, under the same umbrella, the internet. And that's really why I say that 1 year on the internet is like 10 years outside of it. So if you want to be successful, you already know that you have to be where the speed is, which means that today, if you want to achieve success, there's only one option for you: to be on the internet. And I was very lucky to realize that very early on. And the biggest inflection point in my career is when I chose to work online, to make money through the internet. And if I'd chosen any other career path, no matter what that career path was, I simply wouldn't have experienced the same level of success I did, nowhere near it. In order to be successful, you got to be in the industry that moves at the highest speed. And today, that industry is the internet.
You finally made it. You got your Rolex, you got your Benz, and now all of a sudden you're gonna take your foot off the gas? Now you think you're some big hotshot? Well, let me tell you something. As quickly as it is given, it can be taken away. So get back to work.
I dabbled in pretty much tried everything. But I remember on New Year's 2017, I wake up at 2 p.m. I go downstairs. My mom is in the kitchen. She was like, "Where were you last night?" Because it was New Year's. I didn't even say Happy New Year's to her. And as I was about to explain myself, I turn around and I throw up everywhere in the sink. I turn back and my mom has just stood there crying. And she's like, "I don't even know who you are anymore." From that moment, for the next 2 years, I did not drink. And in the next 2 years, I made my first $1 million. I basically just stayed at home, locked in, and worked on my business. When you make your first million, you're not going to be driving around in the G-Wagon and you're going to go to the bank like a idiot and take out $30,000 in cash so that way you can do an Instagram story where you spread all the money in your hands, and now all you do is listen to Lil Baby in your rented G-Wagon and pop bottles at the beach club, and now your business is just on autopilot. God will put you in your place. So before that happens, put other things in place. I've already given a few, but even if you can get an older mentor, an older confidant to look at you and be like, "You ain't doing it once is nothing special. You're only a legend if you can do it back to back to back."
Did you lose good friends on your way to the top?
Many, and I don't think it's because they're bad people and I haven't had people fuck me over. I just think at a certain point, it's like, sure, people were there with you from the beginning, but how much are you willing to tolerate? When they're not advancing and they're not moving forward, you get to a certain point where you realize you can't carry everyone. And for a long time, I thought I could carry everyone. And it's very disheartening because you feel like these people were there for me from the beginning. But at a certain point, people have their own journey and they have their own story. You can't carry everyone to the top. They have to do that for themselves. And it can weigh heavy on you sometimes, but it's the only way.
As we wrap up our exploration into the life and wisdom of Iman Gadzhi, may his journey continue to resonate with you. From his modest beginnings to his extraordinary ascent in the digital marketing sphere, Iman's narrative underscores the significance of unwavering commitment, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We appreciate your company on this insightful voyage and encourage you to channel the spirit of Iman Gadzhi as you script your own success story in the boundless digital landscape. Stay inspired, stay driven. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Here are 2 more videos that might interest you. Until the next time.